ladies and gentlemen, I instead of reading this tweet, I guess what I can do to try to give you guys a better take on the information, let's just bring the man himself. Let's just talk to Grummz himself. What's up, Grummz? How are you doing?
Hey. I've had better days. I'm not sure if my avatar is working quite right, but
that's
how's
okay.
It going?
It's going good, man. It's going good. I think in this situation, a stale face is probably better anyway. It's just like a straight face, considering the madness that's happening, man. I am so sorry for what you were going through, by the way.
I got it working again.
Oh, perfect. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely stupid. And like I was saying, though, it's sad that being on the internet. I mean, I don't know if you heard that part, but being on the internet and being an opposing voice, right? Not even a negative voice, just an opposing voice. You're just a different voice. You're not.
I tweet about games.
Yeah. It's literally, it's kind of like what my friend Leon, I saw a video he made about the situation. He's like, guys, just so we're all aware, all of this started because of video games, like people having opposing opinions on video games. That's where we're at here.
Yeah, well, I took the advice of people and I called the cops and let them know what's going on. There's not a lot they can do, though. Would they have to respond to emergencies, things like that, and
right.
And obviously this is the risk we run, for speaking out, but it's not going to stop me. This is just, I think it highlights just how serious this battle over ideology is. It's far. If this were just over games, you wouldn't see this. You wouldn't see this from a reporter calling for people to dig up whatever they could and share it with him privately, and refusing to reprimand. To this date, he hasn't reprimanded any of the moderators who laughed and made fun of this and said it's the best fun they've had. He hasn't.
Dude, that screenshot that you posted, I was talking about before you shut up. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah. Like the fact that he's openly admitting, like that guy, I can't see his name, but he's like, yeah, you're absolutely right. We're definitely crossing a line, but is it not fun? Like, what kind of psychopath are you, bro?
It's the meme, right? We've crossed a line, but clearly we need to go farther.
Right. It's like, wow, okay. At least you're kind of self-aware. You know what I mean? Like, sort of. But still, it's just wow.
Well, what he's done now is he's sort of like talking about how he might take legal action against me.
Yeah. Though that's what they do, right? So it's such a prototypical thing where they will accuse the enemy of what they are doing actively every single day. Like, you just got caught trying to advocate for someone's doxing, right? Because I don't think Nick actually did anything in terms of actual doxing himself, but he obviously advocated for it, and then he was requesting information on it too. So
he was
he was very careful with, like, going along that gray line of kind of didn't,
Yeah, but he's been encouraging it for 2 months.
Sure, absolutely.
And that's kind of some sort of sickness where you can't stop tweeting about one person on the net who you keep screaming is irrelevant, but you can't stop tweeting about them for a day, for 2 months.
Yeah. He took that out of Alyssa Mercante's playbook.
That's a sickness.
She did the same thing.
That's a sickness.
Yeah.
Well, I have a 24-hour rule, and I was upset on side scrollers, obviously, when the news first broke. And my offer stands. It's like, listen, Nick, we can put this behind us. You just have to apologize. You have to denounce this type of behavior. I always denounce this behavior. I've done it 100%. Multiple times, and they never do. Denounce this behavior, ban the people who are doing this, take responsibility, realize that there are threats against my life, and you have a responsibility to not put my life in danger by encouraging this. Stop tweeting about me every day like some kind of insane lunatic, and I'll shake your hand. I'll shake your hand. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, we stand opposed ideologically, but stop trying to destroy my life. And just stop trying to. I have real stalkers, by the way. I have one real stalker who I blocked 6 months ago, and this is only going to embolden and encourage him. So stop it. It's gone too far. Now is the time to stop. But instead, he's decided that he wants to, I won't say threaten. He wants to talk about potential legal action against me for for just pointing out what he's doing, right?
Right.
And so I think, but hey, it's not 24 hours yet. He's got till tomorrow morning. But it's gloves off after that point. It's like if he wants to play hardball, I'm not going to dox him. Don't dox anyone. I'm not going to harass him. But I haven't been talking about him till now. I'm going to talk about him.
Well, doesn't he have you blocked though?
He has me blocked, and then he started tweeting about me, and then I blocked him after he did that. I blocked him and Alyssa because I didn't want to just make it easy for them.
Right.
And then later on stream, and now he's claiming I lied on stream and said that I hadn't blocked him. Well, I unblocked him. He said Mark unblocked me, and he still hasn't unblocked me because he's a big P, right? He's a big P, and he's scum, and he's not going to apologize. Yeah, I've extended the olive branch. I said, as mad as I am, I'll shake your hand tomorrow if you call it off, because this is not cool. We shouldn't bring discussions about video games to this level, to this dangerous level. And he's not backing down. In fact, he's not threatening. He's talking about possible legal action. And his Discord, this just came to light. His Discord has been distancing itself from him. He's the editor-in-chief of Second Wind, right?
Yeah.
And I guess this other guy, I don't know who he is. Eric, another member of Second Wind, says, hey, don't harass. And they won't even name me. I'm like freaking Voldemort, right? Don't harass this person.
He who shall not be named.
And there was never any public info posted. There was my address posted, and then that poster, it wasn't a moderator corrected. That poster edited it to delete it and called it Nick's Secret.
I saw that. Yep.
Presumably because he just sent it to Nick, right? He realized he did something against Toss. And there was no repercussions for that user. And so, but it's interesting that now they're trying to distance themselves, and they're saying, oh, by the way, the money that we get for this Discord, $54,000 a month, doesn't go direct to Nick, and we have nothing to do with this story that Nick is working on. Like,
yeah,
they're planning to post it to their channel. That was the plan. And Nick has tweeted about this. Like, we're going to do a video. It'd be kind of cool to have a Yahtzee video about me, I guess. But
he's been dying to have a gotcha moment against you, man. Like dying for it.
Yeah, and he I don't know if you talked about it already, how he fell for the sting. Where
I didn't talk about it this stream, but I talked about it when it first happened, which was hilarious, by the way. Absolutely epic.
He's deranged. He doesn't verify. He goes direct, and whatever he's got, he tweets about it, and he can't stop tweeting about it. And so, yeah, I mean, Nick's got my stance on it. It's like, listen, it's gotten heated. Let's pull it back today. Why don't you show me you're a big boy? Why don't you apologize and walk this back? And he's not. He hasn't done it yet, but he's got till tomorrow. And,
well, I think what's going to happen, man, is it's going to get to a point where, like you say, he's going to have to put some big boy pants on. He's got to make a decision. And I think that by the time he decides to get to the point where he wants to back out because it's getting too real, it's probably going to be too late. And the main thing he's trying to do is he's trying to make you back down. Just like all of them. That's what they all try to do. Whenever they try to cancel someone, go after someone, it's all just to try to intimidate. Look at Alyssa Mercante. She threatened legal lawsuit against myself. Literally told me I had a legal letter coming. Never came, by the way.
Okay. I remember that.
Then,
yeah.
Never came. Never came whatsoever. And then Smash JT, same thing. Threatened legal action against him. Probably never going to happen. So this whole thing is just
and remembers Black Girl Gamer's legal threat.
With the whole cease and desist letter, and they got one back, and it never happened again.
Never happened again. Yeah,
man, because it's all just a scare tactic. They have
Alyssa Mercante's hit piece on Melanie Mack. Remember that? Never materialized.
Happened. Yep, because she realized, and they all realized that it's just empty threats, right? Like the whole point is, when you have them in their backs against the wall, where you know that their arguments aren't sticking, their entire, I guess you could say, ideology is not sticking. And then, so what's going to happen if your arguments are not working, if your ideology is not being accepted by people who you're trying to scream it to, you're only left with like one or two other options, which is either to cause mayhem or to at least try to threaten someone and make them back down so that it looks like you're the winner. But I don't think it's going to work the way they think it's going to, personally.
Yeah, they're losing. That's why they're panicked like this. That's
correct,
why
yeah.
they don't have the public in the grip of fear anymore. Right? They had the public in the grip of fear for cancellation, their careers ruined, everything else, which is what they're trying to do to me. Basically, anybody who gets loud enough, they want to absolutely ruin their lives, which is, I think, really underhanded when you're talking about video games.
Which is wild.